Good morning, Elliott Hine community, and happy first day of school. I'm excited to officially welcome you today as we cut the ribbon on this spectacularly modernized building. Welcome to Mayor Bowser, Chancellor Farabee, Councilmember Allen, and other community leaders. I appreciate all of your support and your presence. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize the incredible work and preparation of the Elliott Hine teachers and staff. I could not be prouder of your commitment and resilience throughout the renovations, the pandemic, and in preparation for the start of this new school year. We can now celebrate in a beautiful new facility that matches our excellence. At Elliott Hine, our core values are excellence, responsibility, integrity, and community. The first day back is all about community. We have grown and strengthened our community while we were away, and now we can celebrate in person together each day the hard work and learning and service opportunities that lie ahead. To our Eagles, welcome back to school. For many of you, even those of you in 7th grade, this will be your first day of in-person learning in a middle school, and what an amazing space in which to have that first day. We are excited to have the opportunity to teach you this year, to learn from you as well, and to empower you to become the very best version of yourself. Last but certainly not least, to our families, we cannot do this work without you. We appreciate your partnership and engagement to help our school and your children thrive. And now I am proud to welcome Diallo Sekou, one of our 8th grade students, to introduce the mayor.
Good morning. I'm Diallo Sekou. I'm an 8th grader here at Elliott Hine Middle School. I want to thank all the guests that are out here today to celebrate the ribbon cutting of our newly renovated school. I'm a proud member of the Elliott Hine community. Us 8th graders greatly appreciate the opportunity to graduate from our brand new school. With that being said, I'd like to introduce our mayor, Muriel Bowser.
Let's give a big round of applause to Diallo. And I know Diallo's family who's out here, who I had a chance to meet a little bit earlier. We're so happy to see you. We're so happy to see your classmates. I understand from Principal Magrino that 300 young people are coming back to Elliott Hine today. So give them a big round of applause. Let's thank Principal Magrino, all the teachers and staff who've done everything we've asked them to do in an unprecedented year where our students were learning at home. So let's give our teachers, staff, and administration here a big round of applause. And this is also a reminder to all of the commuters and drivers out there to do what? Slow down. We have our young people who I've seen, I think, every mode of transportation this morning, from walking to cycling to skating to scootering. So our young people are back on the streets walking to school, and you need to be mindful of your speeds and look out for them. And please, please still slow down. I want to acknowledge your Councilmember Charles Allen for Ward 6, who is here. Give him a big round of applause, who has been very, very focused on Elliott Hine, I think, all of the years that I've been working with him. And I think that we share his pride. Actually, I know I share his pride when I see this beautiful building. And I know the principal is going to plan, as it works for the school community, to be able to invite people to see the beautiful building and come back to tour the facility. I just had the opportunity to be in the beautiful broadcast studio at Elliott Hine, and we know Elliott Hine's program is renowned, and it is only going to continue to grow with this beautiful new facility. We've opened, I think we're opening 11 new facilities this year, and I don't have to tell you about our commitment in the district to making sure our kids have world-class facilities. But that's only part of the equation. The other part, of course, is making sure we have a world-class staff. And I can say without hesitation that that's what we have at District of Columbia's Public Schools. So let's hear it for that and that commitment and investment. Chancellor Farabee is going to talk to you all about how we've been preparing for your students and their safe arrival and for well over a year, and also how we have been working on our processes and protocols since February when we welcome students back in person, how DPR has perfected more processes and protocols as they welcomed campers safely back this summer, and as our SYEP program served thousands of students in person and work experiences. We know that this is an exciting time, an exhilarating time, and also an anxious time. And we have done all the things that we know how to do to make sure that we're opening strong. So with that, it brings me pleasure to introduce your council member to also welcome you. Charles?
Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser. Elliott Hine, are you excited to get inside this new space? I got the chance with Principal Magrino a few weeks back and was able to walk through the school, and I am thrilled. We fought hard to get Elliott Hine's modernization to be completed because we knew how important it was. I've given tours and walked through this building when there were bare light bulbs hanging down. There were metal bars in the classroom windows. We had windows actually in the classrooms, just you couldn't see outside of them. What you see today is what can be accomplished when the vision and the will and the excitement for our students and teachers comes together. Mayor Bowser and I were just a couple days ago over at Banneker High School, another absolutely stunning space for our students, and you will see the same thing here at Elliott Hine. It truly is what is possible when we were trying to show our students and our families and our educators how much we love them, how much we respect them, how much we challenge them. This is going to be an exciting space for our young people and for our families and our educators. Elliott Hine's a great community, and we now finally have a building that really represents that, and I'm so excited by that. You heard also the conversation about our Mr. Burks and the radio program, the broadcast program. I mean, it's just state of the art. I think Elliott Hine's the only school in D.C. that has this. And Mr. Burks, I think you started off in a closet somewhere, but now we have the full studio. It's just an exciting time to be a student here at Elliott Hine. It's an exciting time to be a teacher and educator here. So I hope everybody's had a great time. I know this morning I dropped off my own kids at school, and as the mayor was talking about that, feeling excited and confident and recognizing a little bit of anxiousness, my fourth grader has coined a term where she says she is both excited and she is nervous. And so she calls herself a little nurse-sighted today. But we are excited. This is going to be a great first day. We're so excited to see families. I got to talk to a lot of students ready to go inside. So congratulations to the entire Elliott Hine community. And if you haven't had a chance to tour yet, you are going to, and you're going to love what you see. So Mayor Bowser, congrats to you and your team on just a phenomenal job here for our Elliott Hine community. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles. And now we're going to hear from Chancellor Farabee. I call this the Super Bowl of public education, and that's back to school day. So here's the quarterback.
Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership. You're absolutely right. Today is the day, the Super Bowl day. It's so heartwarming as a parent to send your child off to school today. So that was a great experience for me as a parent. But just to see our young people at the bus stop, at the metro stop, on the scooters, on the bikes, as the mayor said, just heartwarming and exciting to see. And a reminder, as the mayor said earlier, we need all our drivers, whether you're on a bike, in a vehicle, to do what? Slow down. Yes, we need all of our young people to get to school and back home safely. But we're here today because of the resiliency of our community. We were able to fight through this public health emergency and to get our students back in school. And in fact, we've had students in school last year and over the summer. And what we know is what we did over that time period works. And we're just scaling that up now as we think about having more students in our building. And there's 3 pillars to the work that we are implementing this year, and that is continuing our prevention work, universal masking, the updates to our HVAC systems, our deep cleaning, social distancing, and then our screening. Have the ability to do asymptomatic screening, random sampling weekly on a daily basis, and then also rapid testing for anyone that's showing symptoms. And as you can see today, our students are going through a screening protocol before they go into the building, and that's happening across our district. And then finally, information. Equipping our families with information about operations, our health and safety protocols, but also if there is a positive case, they will hear from us, whether their child's in that classroom, whether they're close contact, or there's a positive case in the school. So again, we're really proud of where we are today. Can't say enough about Principal Magrino and her staff and team. Let's give them a round of applause. It brings back great memory as a former middle school principal and also leading an international baccalaureate program. And so what students are getting here is best-in-class curriculum as they're getting across the district to ensure that all of our students feel loved, challenged, and prepared. And not only are we investing in our facilities to provide that experience, but we're investing in our educators. Agree wholeheartedly with the mayor. You can't beat this team of educators that we have in our district. We're the fastest improving urban school district in the nation. We will continue on that trajectory this school year, and I have great confidence in what our students will experience day in and day out. Thank you so much, community, for playing your part for us to be stronger together. Let's all continue to get vaccinated. Let's wear our masks. Let's do everything possible so this day is just the first of many days that our students will have in school. Thank you.
And I also want to introduce a new member of our public education team who is leading our Office of the State Superintendent for Education, because, you know, we're a state. And so let me introduce State Superintendent Christina Grant.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and welcome to the first day of school. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was so amazing, again, as a middle school principal, to see little faces, 6th graders going into an amazing facility. I don't want to be before you long, but I do want to remind everyone it's critically important to what? Slow down. The Chancellor gave you an amazing overview of everything we're doing to not just make this day great, but every day great. And I can't stress the importance of families to make sure you've gotten your little ones immunized, that everyone is wearing a mask. If you need a mask, I have one to give you, and that we're doing everything possible to make this day great and every day great in the District of Columbia. It is an amazing first day of school. And Madam Mayor, I'm here to say we won the Super Bowl. I think we did it.
We're ready. All right. Thank you, Dr. Grant. So I'm running out of my football analogies, but for DGS, it's a long season. It starts and it never ends to make sure our buildings are ready for our young people. And DGS has just been fantastic in making sure, for example, that we installed air filtration systems, which is a COVID best practice in preventing the transmission of airborne viruses. So we want to thank DGS for that. And meanwhile, they have also been constructing new buildings. So let me introduce Director Keith Anderson.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good morning, everyone, and happy first day of school.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, Councilmember Allen, and the Elliott Hine community, welcome to the new and improved Elliott Hine Middle School, the new home of the Elliott Hine Eagles. I am Keith Anderson, Director of the Department of General Services. My team and I are very proud to share this moment with you today, to deliver the modernized school on the first day of school. The mission at DGS is to build, maintain, and sustain the District of Columbia's real estate portfolio. That includes the work that we've done and the construction that we began here back in 2017. Mayor Bowser, thank you for trusting our team to get the job done. We know it was a long time coming. Today is proof, though, that when we work together for our common goal, our students, we can accomplish great things. DGS and his team of architects had to consider a growing enrollment for the Elliott Hine project. We have modernized 157,000 square feet of space here. Inside, you will see a new gymnasium, a broadcast media studio that the mayor spoke of earlier, classrooms, and exceptional learning spaces. In addition, your school has a full-size baseball field that can, baseball field that can convert into a soccer field and 2 new basketball courts. I think the soccer team's going to be pretty good here. The historic 1930s structure has also been restored. Our teams are using the latest energy and sustainability elements in the building design. There's a new bioretention area to better manage stormwater, especially since we're right here on the Anacostia River. Additionally, the new vegetated roof will use native plants to help with heat island reduction, and we are anticipating the modernization of this site will be accepted for LEED Gold certification. I want to thank architects Perkins Eastman and the Turner Construction Company for their commitment and hard work to get us to the finish line. I also want to thank the Elliott Hine community for working with us. I want to give a special thanks to Tiffany Moore and the team at DGS at Capital Construction for your excellent work on this, and the artists in the DGS Percent for Art program. Your work will continue to inspire our youngsters every day. Madam Mayor, this school project had a goal of 35% small business participation. We surpassed that goal. All right. As of Phase 3 completion, the Elliott Hine location obtained 58% SBE participation. Congratulations, Eagles. At DGS, we hope you reach great heights in your new school space. Here's to a great school year. Congratulations.
Okay, so with that, we'll take a couple of questions, then we're going to cut the ribbon. Any questions? Any questions? Yes. Yes, could you introduce yourself? Okay, sorry, I didn't recognize you with the... I said I didn't even recognize you with the mask. Go ahead.
So basically, how big a challenge do you think it's going to be now that the kids are back in school in person to keep them there? Because we've seen in other jurisdictions that started earlier that within a week or a few days, even in some cases, they actually had outbreaks and they had to send people home. I mean, how big a challenge is that going to be, and how disruptive would it be?
Yeah, so I think we first need to ground ourselves in that we shouldn't compare ourselves to other jurisdictions. We've had a strong team led by Dr. Nesbitt, DC Health, in managing the public health emergency through Mayor Bowser's leadership. She spoke earlier about the mask mandate. We have mandates for staff to be vaccinated. The list goes on of what we've done, the measures in place to keep students and staff safe. And many of those strategies are unique to DC. Which I think sets us apart from other districts. When we need to go virtual, we have the capacity to do so. We've learned a lot over the last 18 plus months of how to do that well. And our teachers have shown that they can pivot quickly. So if there's a need to shift, we'll make those shifts. We'll make those decisions classroom by classroom, school by school. But we believe that we will be apart from other districts in terms of some of the needs that they've seen and the need to have students out of school.
Question? Oh, hold on, there's one here. Okay.
Sam Collins from The Informer. Given everything that's happened over the last 18 months, what makes this return to school different than, say, in 2019 and 2018 before, just given what we know about social emotional learning and just the toll that the pandemic has taken on our children?
Yeah, Sam, thank you for asking that question. I didn't get a chance to go deep on this earlier, but I think the thing that our teachers know and educators know about this school year is that this is time to reconnect with our students. And so building relationships will be critical in these first early days. As mentioned earlier, some of the students, this is their first time in the building. So even though you're a 7th grader, you wouldn't hear maybe in your 6th grade year. So getting to know the facility, getting to know the staff, and building back those strong relationships that we know that are paramount to teaching and learning is our focus right now. And then ensuring that students have access not only to academic supports where they are, but social and emotional supports as well.
So one of the big concerns that I hear from parents is the anxiety over the Delta variant. I'm curious, how has the city sort of taken the Delta variant into account and factored into how we reopen schools?
So I don't see that any different than where we were before. I think the shift for us is just managing the scale of now having all of our students back in our building. But it did not change the way we thought about our health and safety protocols. We just will continue to lean in, as I said, in our 3 pillars with prevention, screening, and then all information for our families.
Okay, right here up front.
Can you tell us, originally asymptomatic testing was opt-in, and then we switched to opt-out. What was the impetus for that change? Did you get legal counsel or?
Yeah, so one of the shifts in the Office of State Superintendent of Education, I want to be clear, is implementing that protocol not only for DCPS but also for public charter schools. So that's a citywide expectation. When we discovered we had the capability to utilize a saliva-based test, we believe that that was something that was less invasive and something that we could do that was more comfortable for students. So as a result, we made the shift to an opt-out process. And so now families can opt out. They'll get information on how to do that this week in the first start of school. And our target continues to be to test 10 to 20% on our asymptomatic protocols randomly weekly.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's cut the ribbons.
You guys.
Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.